The rumors were true. Tesla did it. We have now robotaxis in 2 cities in the US. And the crazy part is, guys, the crazy part is that the Bay Area on day one is bigger than Waymo's. And with Waymo, they took a decade to get that area. I'm going to show you guys the map in a bit, but that's insane, guys. Man, this is a sheesh moment. Sorry, guys. This is a late live for me, because I just did a podcast with Cern Basher and Phil Beisel, and if you're a channel member, you guys are going to get that very soon. I think Cern Basher, that was an awesome podcast. So brain melting. I think that'll be up tomorrow for members, if not the day after, latest. And then Phil will be after that as well. So if you guys aren't a channel member, man, I don't know what y'all are doing. But yeah, those are really good podcasts and they're coming up. Make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Can you guys hear me? I mean, I know I said a lot. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear me. Just making sure that everything works. And by the way, if you're tuning in, there will be timestamps. So you guys don't need to, watch the whole thing if you guys don't want. If you guys want to go to the, point. So 1 second, let me see. If you guys can hear me, if everything's going great. Oh, what's going on? There we go. Check. Yes, all right, cool. It looks like you guys can hear me. Wonderful. All right. So this was an awesome day. So what do y'all say in the comments? Okay, seriously, Tesla stock is down one day. Not just Tesla stock. All stocks are down one day, and you guys are saying it's a weak stock. You guys ain't got no patience, man. You ain't got no patience. Question for you, bro. What's the difference between hailing an Uber or hailing a Tesla in San Francisco? Well, one's cheaper than the other, and the other one is fully autonomous and doesn't use LiDAR. Well, I know in San Francisco, there's the supervisor there, but I think there needs to be 55,000 miles first. I know Waymo did that in the beginning too, but cost basis is going to be the biggest difference. And I don't think Waymo can compete. That's what. Solutions. I love this guy. How many cars does Waymo have on the road? How many years has it taken to have that number of cars on the road? RIP Waymo and others. LFG, Elon, Tesla. Heck yeah. My 2025 is still, or stock price prediction. Price target is 600 to 1,000 for Tesla stock. If and when Tesla expands in Austin, Bay Area, as long as Tesla has more revenue growth. Look, they're expanding in other places. I'll get to that in a bit as well. We've got Hadouken here. Let's effing go. I love it. How could a Tesla fanboy only time? He could be a Tesla fanboy. Only time could tell. I'm a Tesla investor that sees the future. So yeah, hit that like button. Let's flippin' go. Sheesh, garbage stock because it's down one day. You serious, bro? Come on. Mic is good. Nice. Gothic. We can hear you, Pejjy. Works okay. I asked Cern the question that you wanted me to, and you're gonna get that soon. Let's flipping go. Pejjy, bring Robotaxi to Mexico City, bro. Bro, why are you asking me? I can't do that. But it's coming though. It's coming. Do you think we will see 200s again before a push? If we do see 200s again, it'll be in the high 200s. That's all I got to say. Random P, Elon Musk and Tesla test my patience every day. Well, be more patient. That's all I got to say. Time is coming. I just want more Tesla stock. That's all. Tesla's not a car company. It's a taxi company with taxis. Oh, yeah. I just had an awesome podcast with Phil. Amazing. That's going to come soon. Pejjy, I bought my 2 young kids in a tax-free account in the UK, 20 share test, so they can't touch them until. You are smart. Critical thinking. That's exactly what you are. That's like, you know what you just did right now? You pretty much, it's like as if you bought Amazon stock or Apple stock or Nvidia stock back in the early 2000s. That's what you just did. So very smart. Let's go Gothic Saturday as well when we do spaces. It's gonna be an amazing spaces. Pejjy, I can't stop watch you. Amazing energy makes me high, bro. Dude, what we're going into, how could you not be hyped about it? You can't, if you're mad about the Tesla stock, because I know a lot of people are here going like, oh my God, Tesla stock is down. Oh my God. They're not seeing the bigger picture. They're not seeing Tesla stock will be like Nvidia's, similar to Nvidia's. How it's gonna Tesla stock will 10x in a year. I'll tell you. I mean, not financial advice, but I do think that's gonna be the case once they realize that this robotaxi thing is happening. Because the majority of people don't know that this robotaxi is happening. So yeah, keep being positive, bro. I've always been positive, and I'll always be on things that do matter. So 100%. High 200s, and I make a big move. Me too. Me too. I actually transferred some money to buy more stock, actually. Anyone know a number of invites of car fleet events in San Francisco? I've seen one driver has to keep hands on both wheels. Yeah. So in San Francisco, they have this rules in California, actually, where you have to have a driver not sitting by the passenger side, but actually at the wheel. Waymo had to do this up until I think it was 55,000 miles. Then if there's no accidents, that driver gets removed. So Tesla has to go through the same thing. But I mean, I don't know how many vehicles there are. They may increase it over time. So I think they're waiting for 55,000 miles. That's a lot of miles. But let's see. The future is here. Let's flip and go. All right, guys, let's get down to it because I want to. This is amazing. This is just amazing. This news is absolutely amazing. So make sure y'all smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's do this. So here we go. Again, I didn't have time to make a video, so I'm doing it live instead. Look at that. The rumors were true. This was the first rumor, but now it's actually true. It's actually true. Invites to our Bay Area ride hauling services are now going live. That's amazing. Well, forget this, but look at the image of this. This is Waymo, by the way, right? This is Waymo area here and there. And this took Waymo maybe a decade, maybe close to a decade, maybe to get these areas. And on day flipping one, bam, more air. I mean, this is what, like nearly 10 times, 12 times the amount of area coverage than Waymo, maybe even more on day one. That is insane. That is insane. Shout out to Nick here for doing this. I mean, this area is actually bigger than Austin. Look at that. This is the area of Austin. This is the area of San Francisco Bay Area. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. And, you know, what is it, 70 minutes from start to end? That's crazy. That is crazy. Again, yeah, shout out to Mark's Bus and Fundman. Love Fundman, not Fudman, Fundman. He says that Tesla did the right thing to launch a safety driver. He is not driving. He is there for compliance, safety driver, or no launch at all. That was a rule for Tesla when it comes to, or just the rule of California is like that. Why don't people understand? And then Mark's Bus says here, per California law, Tesla is required to have a safety driver. Once they reach a 55,000 mile accident-free limit, they can remove the safety driver, which is amazing. That's amazing. But 55,000 is a lot. I don't know how they're going to clock that. Maybe they need more robotaxis so they can hit this number faster. But 55,000 miles. After that, remove the driver. And I'm pretty sure in Austin, I don't think there's a limit there, but it's to a certain point and that's going to be removed. But here's the part that's flipping amazing. Tesla Yoda, I love this guy. Breaking. Robotaxi tests expanding to the following cities. Palo Alto, California, Brooklyn, New York, Houston, Texas, Farmers Branch, Texas, Tempe, Arizona, Henderson, Nevada, Tampa, Florida, Claremont, Florida, Miami, Florida. Look at this. Look at this. This is a very big signal, guys. This is an extremely big signal. And if you guys can't see this, man, and if you guys just, glued to the stock price, and you're not seeing this, you're going to lose out on a lot of stuff because it's these things that's going to really, in the future, bring it up because this is what will help the fundamentals of it. So all these cities are coming and more. They keep coming, and this is how it will look like in different cities. Brooklyn, New York. That's gonna be insane. That's going to be insane. Half of the US population lives in 9 states. And this is to what Elon was saying that by end of the year, 50% of the population could use the robotaxi services. Not necessarily could, not necessarily will use it, and maybe not necessarily open to it, but the fact that it's exposed to these populations, 50% of it could use it until they can just flip the switch and say, yep, anyone can use it now. Insane. Now, this part I love because I love the numbers guy. I'm a numbers guy. I love it. So Tesla Chen here, he's now in the US testing it out. And Tesla has now changed their um, pricing structure again. First it was 420, then it was 690, right? $6.90. And now it's completely different. It's becoming, oh man, I'm yawning because it's almost midnight here. But it's now becoming more of an official ride hauling service, and the price is actually really interesting. So Tesla Chan says here that Tesla has launched a robotaxi policy called Short Ridges, now costless, with dynamic pricing from today. I've been on board 11 times today, and the data is below. 4.5 miles took 14 minutes. He paid $5. 4 miles, 16 minutes. He paid, you know, $5 again, less actually. 2 miles, $3, and you guys can see that. You guys can see it. And the most expensive one, so it's 100% based on miles, right? So that's, I mean, 8 miles and $9. That's what, a little over a dollar. 8 miles and $9, right? Some 50, 50, almost 56 miles, 254 minutes, $56. So the rate per mile is $1.01. That's insane. My data is for reference. It's just salt, but the game is not over. Here's all the screenshots of him going places. And then Cern Basher. I love Cern Basher. I just had him on the podcast. Can't wait to release that video. But he says something very interesting. Tesla Robotaxi in Austin, new pricing. Now, this is not official pricing. This is Tesla is testing with all scenarios as much as they could. But it says here that it looks like Tesla's new pricing model in Austin is a base fare of about 75 cents and per mile costing about $1.50 to $1.60, bringing the average cost per mile traveled to about $1.95. This is what the chart looks like based on his calculation, based on Tesla Chen. Paid fare, 90 cents. Base fare, mileage, and cost per mile, which is a whole lot cheaper than Uber. It's crazy. If so, and once they scale the number of vehicles in the fleet, all other rideshare providers are history. See post below for Uber's Austin pricing. The chart shows how many rides and miles per day at various utilization rates. 30% utilization is 7.2 hours per day of operation per vehicle, and 50% is 12 hours per day. And you can see it here. So, yeah, interesting. At just 30% utilization, and with the new pricing structure, Tesla could generate about, that's insane, $71,500 per vehicle. Here's another chart that illustrates that. But that's 30% utilization. That's insane. That's an insane amount of money being made. I mean, if it's, it's crazy. At 50% utilization with new pricing structure, Tesla could earn about $120,000 per year. And based on my robotaxi model, Tesla could earn between $30,000 to $50,000 in net profit per vehicle per year, Model Y, once the safety monitor is removed. You guys can see in the margins and the profit percentage here. Now, do you see why Tesla won't care to sell cars to consumers in a not so distant future? Exactly. And he doesn't stop there. He says that Tesla Robotaxi in Austin, new pricing version 2. Right? And he is replying back to Ethan, which Ethan is saying that I think that I'm the first person to report this, but I believe Tesla's current algorithm for dynamic pricing is $1 flat and $1 per mile. So CERN, love him, comes out and says that if what Ethan is saying persists, then here's how the robotaxi model looks. Once the safety monitors are out of the vehicles with $1 base fare and $1 per mile, this is how it looks like. These are big numbers. And these are the big numbers again. Tesla Robotaxi net profit to net margin, 30% utilization, 36% of net margins, net income, which is insane, right? This is why it's important to be informative on what Robotaxi can do to Tesla's earnings in the future. And this is why I'm all in on Tesla, by the way, because of this reason. Of course, nothing is yet set in stone. We should expect Tesla to pay or to play around with all kinds of pricing scenarios. Exactly. One thing that's clear, the other rideshare companies are toast as they can't compete with Tesla on cost. That's true. And then the third one, version 3 of its pricing, further evidence that we're now down to a base fare of $1 and $1 per mile, bringing the average cost per mile traveled to about $1.23. Bro, if Tesla really goes, that's insane. A base fare of $1 and cost per mile per $1. That is insane. That is like, what is it, 5-6 times cheaper than Uber? Because Uber is like, actually no, Uber is like, Waymo was actually more expensive than Uber, but Uber is like $8 per mile, while this is $1.20. That's insane. So 8 times cheaper, 7 times cheaper. That's insane. Here's the numbers of what the services can be. Insane. Insane. This is a big deal. All Tesla has to do is to scale up in other places, and they are toast. They are toast. The numbers are crazy. So the 75 cents, we looked at this already. Mileage fare, per cost mile, and total per mile cost. The new one, he paid $5.51 for fee paid distance of 4.5 miles. Base fare of $1. Mileage fare is $4.51. Cost per mile is $1. Cost per mile is $1.22. This is insane. If these numbers become true, guys, this is insane. If these numbers become true, it's done. It's finished. Uber, Lyft, Waymo, you guys have no chance. Y'all have no chance. It's finished. It's over. But Tesla is playing around with these page structures. They're just going around to see what works, what doesn't. But where is it? There you guys go. You have this, and I think it's this one. No, it's this one. No, it's this one. There we go. We have 2 places where robotaxis are now going, wild, who are open. And we are seeing new places opening up as well. These cities right here in state of Florida, Nevada, Arizona, more cities in Texas, New York, and more cities in California. And this will continue. This has a ripple effect, guys. This will continue. So it's a sheesh moment, and what a day to be alive. What a day to witness all these stuff. What a day to witness all this stuff. But that's it. This is what I just wanted to say. I'm tired as heck. I've done podcasts and stuff like that. So anyways, that's all. I'm going to go edit these podcasts. We can get these out as soon as possible. And again, if you guys are a channel member, you guys get access to it first. And make sure you all smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And hit that heart button if you're watching this on X, and follow up there as well. Anyways, I'm gonna slowly get ready for bed. I'm tired. And I hope you guys have an awesome Thursday. And I shall see you guys in the next video. Let's go.